Hey, what's up, my fast builders? Today I'm going to be doing something different than what I normally do. You can see up here that fixture is out comparing to the other ones on the circuit. This is because this light is out because of something called a ballast. So what we need to do is I'll show you step by step of how to do it. So I'll be back in just a second because we got to turn the power off first. Alright, as you can see, I already did the next step. The panel is off and the bulbs are out because this thing right here is hides the ballast. It's called ballast cover. How you get the panel off is this was up here. You see these little clips, one there and one there. You would just push them down and just let this gradually hang down, so you're not in the way. So now I'm gonna set the camera down facing up to show you how to get the ballast cover off. Sorry, my hand is in the way. Okay, so what you need to do is there's these little slits. You probably can't see them from here, like from here. This one has one in the middle. So this, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's the ballast. It's bad. You can see how it's kind of all melty or whatever. Well, this is what we need to do now. We need to take all these wires. Oh, we got a push connector. I don't like those. So that's how we get the ballast in. But oh wait, looks like we have a wire here, wire nut here, connecting the main black wire. So we're gonna unhook that, and we're gonna set this nut aside. We're gonna use it later. Back it. And now we're gonna take the white wire, disconnect the white wire. So now I will be back one more time again to show you how we get the other wires out. Alright, my fast builders, I'm back. This is a wire snipper, and it also cuts the coating off the wires. But we need to get this out, so we need to use the wires. Well, we need to get this out, and we need to snip the wires so be able to get it out. So let's have a good view here. You want to cut it about halfway from the ballast to the fixture. So we know you have enough wire on the new ballast. There we are. Alright, so there's this little slit on the top here. There we go. So now you just... okay, I don't get why that's not working. Maybe you got to do it the other way. It's caught. Okay, let's try it this way. Nope. It's not working. There we go. I got it. So, I don't know if you saw that, so I'll do it again for the blue wire. Let's move the red wire out of the way so it's not in the interfering. So I'm going to do two wires here. It's not working. Hold on, I'm gonna set the camera down. That might be easier. Alright, hang with me. Alright, let's see if that's make it easier. We got some corroded white. This wire here is a little messed up, so before I get to that, I'm gonna... there we go. Whoops. Still too much. Didn't cut all the way through. There we go. So now, we gotta cut the wire here. That's good. And we'll cut this wire like right, not working. There we go. So now I need to cut this but a little better because it's kind of coating didn't get cut completely. So there we go. Now if you saw that. And now since we got 2 out of almost all the wires, one last wire to cut. So we'll cut it like not working. I'll cut it right there. So now we got that out. I'm gonna show you how to get the old ballast out. So stay with me. All right, my fast builders. You can see there's a bolt in this ballast that's holding it in place. And there's a little slit that keeps the other side in. So now it's time to get the old ballast out. Let me show you how to do that. This bolt is, you really want to use like a wrench for this, but since I don't have the right size, I gotta use this flathead screwdriver because there's a little slit in it. And then it's loose enough to just move your finger through it. But it doesn't seem like it's loose enough. And this might fall on me, so just be careful because it will fall on you if you're not careful. See? It almost fell. So now we just slide that one out, and then we'll set this aside. You can throw that out. That's the old, wait, don't yet. Don't throw it out yet. I want to show a comparison. All right, I'll show you a comparison between the ballasts. All right, so I'll just leave the camera on and as I come down the ladder. See, okay, here is the old ballast. Sorry, my fingers were in the way. The old ballast, and here's the new one. It's still wrapped in plastic, but you can see the difference. This one's a little heavier. This one is lighter. But what we're gonna do now is we gotta get these wires connected, right? So we gotta strip those wires. So I'm gonna leave the camera back on. Show you back up here. Here we have the 3-lamp ballast. Has one red wire, which connects the 3 sockets here. Get this bulb in because we don't need to take it out. 3 blue wires, which go to single connection on this side, and our main wires, which are black and white. The ground does not need to connect to this ballast. So I'm going to turn the camera back around, and I'll show you how to take the coating off. I have trouble with it too, so you gotta be careful. So what you do is you find the right hole, and you can see there's holes on the back of this. You find the right size, which I think it's this size. And what you want to do, you want to take like an inch. Oh, and then it slides right off. I don't know if you saw that, so I'll do it again. About an inch. Now this wire's being a little stubborn, it didn't get all the way. This wire's being a little stubborn. Maybe it's not the right size. There we go. But this one's a little too long, so I'm gonna cut the wire off just a little bit. So now it should be the right size. All right, so I'll be back with how to get the new ballast in after I finish trimming these wires. Okay, my fast builders. If you couldn't see that, this is what I did. All right, I have to take the plastic off of this. Gives you instructions of how to install it, but I already know how to do it. So you gotta unwrap the wires. So let me just turn the camera around. You gotta unwrap these wires. They have them wrapped so it's easier for packaging. Alright, so now I unwrapped these, the majority of it. Alright, there we go. So now, let me show you what I did, just in case if the camera could not catch it. They give you really long wires, because these are meant, in the packaging, meant to be built in the light, and then you put it in. So here's our wires. This does not want to stay. There we go. Here's a wire, for example, and how to strip it. I'm gonna cut it just to show you. See, for example, that's how you cut it. And these little holes is you want to find the right size, and then you twist it a couple times, and then you pull. And then there's different sizes, so you want to find the right size, and if it's too small, as you're doing it, this is why I'm checking this here, to make sure it's solid, and it is. So now, putting in the new ballast is in reverse order as the old one, so I'll just put that in. Okay, my fast builders, as you can see, the new ballast is in. The hardest part of this whole installation is getting that bolt back in, because it wants to fall on you. So we don't need our screwdriver anymore, or your tools to put it in. And now it's just the wiring. Since we already have wires there, we could just wire it up like that. Or what I kind of like to do is just cut it, all those long wires, to a good size, so you're not trying to squish everything in and could cause problems. So I'll be back after I get all the wires down to size. Alright, I put the wires down to size, so we don't need our wire strippers anymore, but just, where's my finger gone away, but just keep them in up there with you, just in case if the wire snaps off, like it did to me just now. So now here comes the fun part, wiring everything back together. So you're gonna need wire nuts, or what the other wire and the old ballast were touching, which are called push pin connectors, and they make a solid connection. You can't take them out. So if you mess up, that one's toast. Alright, so let me show you how to wire everything back up. What you want to do, really what you want to do, is put wire nuts on your black and white, so in case power gets turned on, you're not getting zapped. And you want to do those last because of that too. Alright, so let me set my camera down where you can see it. Alright, I got the wire nuts. So what you want to do, you take a wire nut out, close the box back up, because if you spill them, you're going to be spending some time picking them up. What you want to do, it doesn't matter where you start, but I recommend, as always, put the black and white wire last. So, I don't know if you can see this. What you want to do, what you're really supposed to do is use pliers to tie the wires together, but I don't know how to do that. So that's why you want to have an inch or so, and so what you want to do is you want to touch the wires together, and then you try to line it up. So hang on to your wires, and then twist a wire net in the righty-tighty direction. And if we need a wire, keep doing that until it's tight. So if it's tight, you should have a solid connection. So let's do another one. And now, for example, let's see, you have 3 blue wires, right? And it's color coded, but your first guess is, oh, you got to connect all the wires together. Well, no, that's how you short out the ballast. But you have these, for example, you do 1 wire coat. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning since, for example, you have 3 blues, we have to do 1 blue to 1 blue 3 times. And make sure it's a solid connection for this one. It does not matter which one goes to which. So on a 4-lamp ballast, you have 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 reds, and your main wires. Doesn't matter which red goes to which red. Same thing for the blues, the same thing for the yellow. So if a wire is too long, it will show in the wire net, which is not safe. So that's why you want to cut it about 1 inch. Make sure it's a solid connection. And we got 3 more wires to go. But 1 more for the main of the ballast to the fixture. Let's see here if I can get this. Whoops, I messed up. So we got to take this wire net off, because these wires are going to the ballast. If I were to turn it on, it would short out. So now, let me show you the right way to do it. It's a good thing I caught that, because if you mess up, the wires from the fixture should be different color, like a different copper color than the ballast. So that's how I noticed I messed up. Make sure it's a solid connection. Alrighty, last one before the main wires. Alrighty, see here we're connected, solid connection. Now finally, we don't need these anymore, so those get tossed aside. And I will be back. And now we got our big ones that came with the fixture. I would have cut the white and black down, but there's no need here. So now what I'm going to do is connect our whites together, I mean, since the other wires are kind of twisted already, you don't really have to do anything. You just put some tension on the white wire to the ballast, because these are already tight. I'll make sure it's a solid connection under this. And now, last wire. So, I don't know if you heard that, but if you did I spook you? Alright, let's see. Oh, did not go in. This wire's not going in. Oh. Let's stick that on first. Let's put that in. Not going in like we want it to. I want to make that straight. Still not going in. Why aren't you going in? Is it in? Nope. Still not in. Oh, come on, why are you being stubborn? It's getting very hot in here. There we go. We got it. So now I'm going to leave the camera on, and it's now the moment of truth. Did we do it right? I believe I did it right. So, moment of truth. That bulb lights up, we fixed it. And it lights up, so we fixed it. So, that's how you change out a ballast. I mean, the rest of the installation is to put everything back. So I don't think you really need to see that. Just crunch the wires up, put the cover on, put the bulbs in, put this back on. So that's really much how you change a ballast. And this was done at Paint Party Las Vegas. Shout out to them. You can visit their website for more information. I'll leave a link in the description below. And so, if you like the video, you know what to do. See you in the next one.